Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Survival. Alright, I was a little disappointed last week because our pigman grinder works, but not efficiently. So I wanted to work on one of my other long-term projects, getting me some of these guys. Villagers. I've been doing some villager I don't want to use the word breeding because they're not breeding. I have been basically collecting them by using my zombie house. I lure them in, I trap them, and then I convert them using the golden apples and potions of weakness. Now, this was becoming a grind, a huge grind. I would first have to wait for nightfall, which I intentionally waited until it was almost nightfall to start this. Then I would have to wait for them to spawn. Then I would have to wait for a zombie villager to spawn. Then I would have to cull the villager away from the normal zombies and lure them all the way back to the zombie house. And then I would have to wait for them to turn. Once I figured out what they were, then I had to use a rail cart system to transport them to their appropriate home. Now, very slow, very tedious. It took me a long time just to get another 4 villagers. Now, as I collected the villagers, I also did trades with them to try and get them in the mood to breed. I have been unsuccessful. I'm not sure why they are not breeding. Oh, update. I've got Scooter zipping around in his minecart, and his friend showed up to hang out. Haven't named him yet, but I might put each of them in a cart and have them chase each other around in a circle. Haven't decided yet. What else have I been doing? That's pretty much it. Just trying to get these guys bred. Got Larry, Moe, and Curly over here. Still can't get them to breed. This guy, he runs around free. Can't get him to breed. Now, I caught a shepherd. And he gives you every colored wool in the block, which is kind of cool. But then I remembered, this is where I had a zombie spawner. And then inspiration struck. A zombie spawner. I don't need to wait till nightfall. I can generate them myself. So I created my little villager test facility. Let's go check this out. You're going to like this. I don't have anything here yet. Rail cart. Zombie spawner. Let me show you what I've been doing here. Yeah, my rail cart goes all the way back up. Like I said, I had a moment of inspiration. This is not just a normal grinder like my skeleton spawner, where I just drop them to their near death and then smack them for experience. Oh no. This is a zombie sorting system. I've got it well lit up with glowstone and a light switch. Now before I throw the light switch, let me show you what's going on here. Down under the spawner, I have set up a sorting system. Each one of these cages has a pressure plate on it. Now, when the zombies walk out to the edge, they fall down into one of these slots, hit the pressure plate, and a piston closes to prevent any other zombies from stepping in the same location. I had to put doors here because the baby villagers kept getting out. Now, I left this open to kind of show you how this works. But it's very, very simple. I have a piston. And I have some torches. Alright. Pressure plate. Pressure plate turns off the redstone torch. So what I'm building here is, I'm not good with electronics. I think it's called a NOT gate. So we put that there. Then we put this here, and it turns off because the other one is activated. Then we put this one connected to the piston so that when the pressure plate activates, this turns on, piston goes out. And I did it all the way around. Very, very simple setup. And of course I did every other block, because if I'm converting a zombie into a villager, I don't want them touching. Alright, it's not 100% perfect, but let's go turn it on and see if we can get it to work. See if we can get us a villager. Now watch how fast they spawn when I turn off the light. Bam! They're already starting to spawn. Now, because they're not really tracking anything, it takes them a while to fall down. But as you can see, he fell down into his slot and the piston covered his head. Now he cannot get out. He's trapped. Also, other zombies, let me fill this back up just for aesthetics. When the other zombies come to walk over, they will not fall into the same spot. Let me armor up here, just in case we have an accident. Oh. Okay. Now you can see that they can kind of move around a little bit, and if they jump up when the piston pops out, they kind of get a little bit of suffocation damage. But that's okay. You know, if they're just regular zombies, I don't want to keep them anyway. Now, that's where part 2 comes into play here. Obviously, what I'm looking for... There you go, stay put. What I'm looking for are the villagers. So, if there's no villager, I just kill them. Now when I kill them, of course, that's going to give me experience. So in a sense, it's still a mob grinder. Stop that. Once the zombie dies, the pressure plate releases and the piston retracts. Another zombie comes into place. So another thing I like about this is I don't have to worry about zombies sneaking up behind me. So let's go through here and make them breed a little bit faster. I had to make Snicker Snack 4. I wore my Snicker Snack 3 out doing all this. Now you're probably wondering why didn't I just repair it? Let me tell you something. You get this many enchants on a sword, it is unrepairable with this new snapshot. You're not a villager. Die. You a villager? Another nice thing about this grinder is I get plenty of rotten flesh for trading with the clerics. I've been playing a lot of the Feed the Beast lately, and I found out that if you put the zombie flesh in an oven, you get leather. That should be something that should be implemented in vanilla, because other than the new trade system, rotten flesh is pretty much worthless. Alright, don't need you. Don't need you. I hear a baby. There he is. I don't know why he's taking suffocation damage. They don't like these rails. Oh! That'll learn you. Come on, we need a villager. Now, this is only 1 block high. But if I put a villager in a minecart, they can get through without taking damage. That's a problem all in itself. Because I've got to get them into a minecart in order to get them out of here. I haven't quite figured out a way to automate that. So usually I have to break these blocks in order to let the villager out. And I actually had one guy make a run for it. He ran out the door and he ran down this hallway, and that's why this is here. I had to pick him up and send him back where he had to go. And it was kind of funny actually, because he went running down that way, and every single one of these zombies that spawn ended up over here in the corner, right here on top of this slab. So I thought that was kind of funny. Alright. Now you can see that since villager zombies take a while as far as a percentage, this is superior to running around out in the desert waiting for them to spawn naturally, because then they're chasing you. Here, they don't chase me. And as soon as I get the villager that I want, we're good to go. Alright. I'm going to probably... look at that, they all three want into that one spot. I don't know why. Let's do some time lapse here, and we'll get us a villager. Okay. Alright. We got us a zombie villager. Now we go and move on to our next step. Stop the influx of zombies. So, this is why I made a light switch. Alright, they're still spawning up here. Ooh, we got a baby. We'll turn off the light. Or, excuse me, turn on the light. Here in America, light switches are down for off and up for on, so it confuses me every time. Thought about putting an inverter on it, but that's alright. Alright, they're going to stop spawning. Now that they've stopped spawning, we got to kind of clean house. We don't need all these extra zombies down here. So we'll kill him. Oh! Snuck up on me. Alright. You know, for some reason, when I kill the baby zombies, they drop twice as much leather. I'm not quite sure how that works out. Alright. We don't have to worry about any other zombies spawning, so let's convert this guy. Alright. Splash potion of weakness, and you have to be careful how close you are. You can affect yourself, but you know what? I'm not worried about it. It's only for, 13 seconds. Now that he's got the weakness, I'm going to right-click with the golden apple. And he is going to go into withdraws. Now, this does take a few minutes. So let's time lapse this as well. Okay, well that didn't take too long. What do we have? We have another weaponsmith. Okay, I'm a little disappointed because, as I've mentioned in my last video, my ultimate goal is to get a couple farmers. My weaponsmiths, I've got 2. They're not breeding. I've got another one running around town, as you've seen. But numbers do count. So maybe if I can just get enough villagers all together, I can start getting the iron golems. So let's get this guy back upstairs. And that takes a little bit of finesse. Now, through trial and error, to get this guy out of here and into a minecart, I've kind of had to play around. They like to run away on me. So let's break that. So he's free to come out. Then we'll put down the minecart, so he's got nowhere to go but into the minecart. Okay. Come on. I know you want out. Jump into the minecart. Jump into the minecart. Jump into the minecart. Alright, let's try this. You know, every time I do this, I try to think of another way to get him in easier, and I just haven't come up with a way. Maybe somebody can suggest a way for this to work a little easier. So I'm zigzagging it back and forth. Try and see if he'll step forward, then I can scoop him up. Come on. They're very, very stubborn, which is why I did the minecart system in the first place. Come on. Step in. I tried running the rails up to the pressure plate, which works. I can get them into the minecart, but then I can't get the minecart back out. There we go. Oop, sorry about that. Okay, we have him in the minecart, and he should go on his merry way. Nope. Let's pick everything up, clean up our mess. Oh, he keeps hitting that window. He's not going fast enough to go through the window. It's alright. We can fix that. We have the technology. Alright, make sure we fix it. Oh, there he goes. Alright, and he's off and running. Now, he is just going around in a spiral, but he should meet us up at the top. There he is. Another little trick I learned was block that back off. Alright, now that I have him up here, if he was someone I wanted to keep, I would just go ahead and extend the rail right on out to whatever house he needs to go to. Hey, Jeb. How's it going? However, once again, since we have more than our abundance of weaponsmiths, we're just going to let him out. So, we'll just break the cart. He'll glitch out for a minute, and then he'll be on his way. Okay. Iron door. I use the iron door because I normally don't want them to get out. Alright, that's about my time. That pretty much demonstrates how I've been populating my village. I'm still going to press forward and try to get a couple of farmers, because although I've got a lot of villagers, I'm having to get them the hard way. So let me know what you do to increase your villager population. Share this video with your friends. Come on back. Be sure to visit my Feed the Beast series. I'm having a ball. And thank you for watching. And as always, I will see you next time.